What frustrates you the most? Want to know the truth? It's me. I'm the one who pisses me off the most. Why? Because I'm lazy. Brutal, but real. When's the last time I gave something my full 100%? Honestly, I can't even remember. What are you afraid of? Come on, say it. Messing up, failing, screwing it all up again. Yeah, I've been messing up my whole life. Sometimes it just feels like failure is stitched into my DNA. But let me stop you right there. You are not a failure. None of us are. We all make mistakes. That's part of the deal. What matters is this: how you respond. Change? Yeah, it's scary, but you've got to lean into it. Sometimes you overthink it all. I've got to do this, that, and the other. I need to get that perfect 4-second negative rep. Oh man, this is going to be hard. And right there, you freeze. You think, maybe I'll just drop the weight, take it easy. No, just get in there. Know your limits, push them anyway, work your ass off, and leave nothing behind. Overthinking? It's a trap. People want to jump from day 1 to day 10 like there's a shortcut. Maybe if I get a big investor or someone backs me. Listen, I don't care how much money I've made. I wake up every day and pretend I'm broke. Why? Because it keeps me hungry, keeps me creating, forces me to innovate. I told one of my sales guys the other day, "Hey man, I don't see you at the gym anymore." He goes, "Yeah, I've just been busy." I stared at him and said, "You will never have more time and fewer responsibilities than you do right now."
Let that sink in. You think it gets easier later? It doesn't. If you can't carve out time now, you won't do it when life really ramps up. So I hit him with something James Clear once said. If you can't make it work now, accept it. You're probably never going to be in shape. He just froze. I told him, think about that. Let it hit. Then free yourself from all the excuses. I looked him dead in the eye and said, if you don't make it happen now, you're just never going to be in shape. And he goes, well, I didn't mean it like that. I said, exactly. So either do it or stop pretending you want it, because wishing isn't the same as working. You do not want to be that person at the end of your life, lying in bed, staring at the ceiling, replaying all the times you chose the easy road over the right one. That moment, that regret, it's a heavy one. You don't want it. Whatever you've got in front of you, your job, your goals, your body, your relationships, go all in. Don't dip a toe in the water. Dive. Let the hard stuff shape you, mold you. That's how you become who you were always meant to be. But here's the real talk. You gotta lock in. You have to grind even when it sucks. You might be juggling your kids, your partner, your job, your side hustle. Do it anyway. Because we all know the truth. If you're not hitting the gym, not getting on the treadmill, not lifting those damn weights, then that body you dream about, that vision in your head, it's just that, a dream, a conversation you keep having with yourself but never act on. Lazy people don't know how to start. Weak people don't know how to finish. And successful people, they don't know how to quit. People scream for success but won't give up their weekends. They say they want opportunity but won't talk to anyone new. They claim to be ambitious yet hit snooze 6 times a morning. Let me be real with you. You are what you do, not what you say you want. Think of your life like a circuit breaker. You overload one thing, one area, and boom, it trips. Everything shuts down. You can't keep plugging all your energy into the same outlet. You've got to organize, balance, prioritize. Because when your life's a cluttered garage, there's no room left for growth. Nothing else fits. So clear it out, make space, and get to work. You know what happens when your mind's overloaded? It doesn't matter how much discipline you think you have. It doesn't matter how fired up your motivation is. If your head is a cluttered mess, full of junk, worry, noise, there's no room left to operate. You might catch a glimpse of discipline now and then, like finding something useful in a chaotic garage, but consistency? That doesn't live in chaos. And here's the wild part. There are 2 people inside the bathroom of your mind. There's you, and there's the person in the mirror. The real you, the one waiting, watching. That reflection, they've been standing there quietly, patiently, trying to understand what the hell is going on in your mind. And they're tired. Tired of the self-doubt, tired of the constant criticism, tired of the beatdowns you give them every time you mess up. They're not asking for perfection. They're begging for your support. They want you to show up, to see them, to forgive the past, to say, hey, I believe in you. I'm with you. When you finally wake up and make space in the morning to look yourself in the eye, not just to brush your teeth, but to really see yourself, that's when something shifts. It's not fluff, it's not self-help talk, it's a connection, deep, real, overdue. And here's the warning. Your excuses, they sound like comfort. They show up like friends. Like the buddy at the bar who keeps refilling your drink, laughing with you while you spiral. But ask yourself, are they helping you at all? No, they're not. They're making you feel okay about not doing what you were supposed to do. They're giving you a pass, but they're robbing you too. Every time you let your excuses win, you trade your future for your comfort. You trade legacy for later. Let me remind you of something crazy. 400 trillion to 1. That's the statistical chance you even exist as a human being. Let that sink in. You beat those odds, and you're gonna let excuses take that away? Not today, not anymore.
Let's be real. Success isn't random. It's not luck. It's not some secret sauce. It takes a combination of things. But if you ask me, it starts with self-awareness. If you don't know who you are, what drives you, what you're actually good at, then you're just spinning in circles, chasing the wrong goals, burning energy in all the wrong places. You want to win? Then first, know yourself. Second, work ethic. Non-negotiable. Every successful person you've ever heard of, they've put in serious, uncomfortable, relentless hours. Because here's the truth no one wants to hear. You don't grow inside your comfort zone. Not mentally, not physically, not emotionally, and definitely not financially. Growth is on the other side of pain. You want to build a wildly successful business? Get ready, because it's like getting hit in the face with a 2x4 over and over again until something finally clicks. You want a strong, healthy, powerful body? You've got to tear those muscles down in the gym before they grow back stronger. No way around it. So here's the question. How are you choosing to show up? There will always be things outside your control. That's life. But what you can control? How you respond. What meaning you pull from the pain. How you choose to turn setbacks into power plays. Feeling stuck? That's not failure. That's just a sign you stopped growing. But most people don't realize that. They feel stuck and think their whole life is broken. So they panic, blow things up, sabotage themselves. But the truth? Sometimes all you need is to learn something new. Pick up a skill, read a book, take a course, build something small. It gets the wheels turning again. And when momentum builds, even just a little, you start thinking clearer. From that stronger, more grounded place, you can make smarter, bigger life decisions.
Look, you only get one shot at life, and it's happening right now. This isn't a warm-up, this isn't rehearsal. This is it. So ask yourself, is what I'm doing today setting me up for the next 80 years? Also, pay close attention to who you're listening to. Advice is cheap. Everyone's got an opinion, but only take advice from people who believe in you so much their dream for your life is even bigger than yours. That's the voice you follow. You've got to learn how to pick yourself up on your own. That's the truth nobody really prepares you for. There are battles in life, tough ones, and sometimes you'll be the only person in your corner. No coach, no cheerleader, no backup, just you. You've got to be your own motivator, your own coach, the one talking yourself off the ledge saying, this is part of the process. You signed up for this. Keep going. I could have saved myself so much mental pain if I had just reminded myself of that one simple truth. This struggle, it's part of the deal. But here's the thing, nobody tells you that. Nobody shows up to say, hey, this is normal. You're gonna be okay. Instead, you're just standing there getting punched in the face by life, by business, by failure, by doubt, wondering if you're the only one who feels like the sky's falling. Some days, it's emotional pain. Some days it's your relationships. Other days it's financial pressure that feels like it's choking the life out of you. But in those moments, you've got a choice. Are you going to break down or build from it? Because here's what no one wants to admit. No matter which path you take, hard or easy, you're going to suffer. That's life. Pain comes either way. But one path, the hard one, leads somewhere. It takes you to strength, to purpose, to the life you actually want. The easy path, that one's sneaky. It still hurts, but it's quiet. It leads you to a lifetime of playing small and dying with regret. So if pain is part of the package either way, why not use it? Why not turn it into fuel? Fuel for growth, fuel for grit, fuel for something greater than where you are now. You've got everything you need inside you. You just have to reach for it, especially when it hurts. Imagine this for a second. What if pain wasn't something to avoid, but a passport? What if every ounce of pain you've ever felt, the setbacks, the losses, the heartbreaks, was actually training? Training for the rooms you'll walk into, for the tables you're meant to sit at, for the stages you were born to stand on. What if the pain was building something in you? What if it was sharpening your mind, strengthening your body, toughening your spirit? What if pain wasn't punishment, but preparation? What if the pain was your invitation to level up? You gotta lock in.
Let me break this down really simple. If you want something, go get it. That's it. That's the formula. Some of you are driven by being broke. You're tired of struggling. Tired of saying, I can't do this. I'm stuck. Nothing's working. Others are driven by stuff. Cars, clothes, the house. That's fine too. But motivation doesn't mean anything without movement. No matter what's driving you, you've got to go get it. Ask yourself, how bad do you really want this? If you want it like you want to breathe, like you want to live, like you need it more than sleep, then we can work with that. But here's the truth. Most people don't want it bad enough. That's why they ask, how'd you do it? They already know. You already know. You just haven't committed to doing it. Because here's what's coming. There's a day, a moment where being average starts to feel disgusting, where playing small makes your stomach turn. It might happen when you watch someone you grew up with, someone with less talent, less drive, blow past you. It might hit you after losing your job, or when your family starts looking at you like you're invisible. Or maybe one day, you just wake up and realize you've been wasting what's inside you. That moment, that's when push comes to shove. That's when you get sick of your own excuses, sick of watching life pass you by. And that's when you finally stand up, unlock what's been inside you all along, and build something real, something powerful, something superior. It's already in you. You just haven't unwrapped it because the wrapping paper was made of pain and sacrifice. But now it's time to tear that wrapping off and become who you were born to be.
It's already inside you. Everything you need, it's there. It's not about being naturally gifted. It's not about talent. For me, it was simple. Life or death. That was the decision. Whether it was in the boardroom or the weight room, I had to choose. And when you want something bad enough, really bad, you can't let anyone tell you it's impossible. Not your friends, not your family, not even your own voice. Let me say that again. If you want it bad enough, you don't let anyone tell you that you can't do it, not even yourself. I've had days where that voice in my head whispered, Tom, you're too old for this. You're not as fast as the young guys. You're never gonna catch up. And you know what I said? Bullshit. Watch me. I've argued with myself. I've had to go to war with doubt, not just from others, but from within. And that's the toughest fight of all. But I kept going, even when others didn't believe, even when I didn't believe. You ever seen Arnold Schwarzenegger fall down? Probably not. Most people only remember the wins, the trophies, the spotlight. But trust me, he fell a lot. Early in his career, Arnold wasn't the hero, he wasn't the icon, but he kept getting back up. He said, I'll be a movie star. Then he said, I'll be governor. And guess what? He did both. Why? Because he kept standing up every time life knocked him down. And that's what it takes to succeed at anything in life. You've got to want it like you want to breathe. It has to become oxygen to you. And if you give it that much hunger, that much heart, you might not get everything, but you'll get a damn big piece of what you were chasing. I believe in that with everything in me. That's a hill I'll die on because I made the commitment. I said, I will be a bodybuilding champion. I will come to America. I will break into the film industry. I will become a leading man. No backup plan. No maybe. Just commitment and work. No matter what it takes, I'll do the work. And so can you. I told myself one thing. I will do the work. Over and over. As many times as it takes. Until I get it right. Until I win. That mindset didn't just apply to one area. It followed me everywhere. In business, in the gym, even in politics. Because I learned early on, Plan B is dangerous. Why? Because the second you give yourself a backup plan, you start pulling back on the original dream. You start hedging your bets. You start playing safe instead of playing to win. One day, I just hit my limit. I looked in the mirror and said, enough is enough. I'm done being average. I'm done being good. I want great. I want more. I want to walk into a dealership and buy the car I want, not the one I can afford. I want to live in the neighborhood I used to drive through and dream about. I want to book a flight first class, not once in a lifetime, but whenever I damn well feel like it. Hawaii? Let's go. Australia? Why not? I made the call. It's showtime. The hour is now. Not tomorrow, not someday, now. This is the moment where game changers rise. This is where you come out of the shadows and step into your story. No one cares where you started. No one's checking your GPA. No one's gatekeeping your potential. The only question is, how bad do you want it? You want to win? Master the 3 W's. Want it, work it, win it. And don't just want it when it's easy. Don't just hustle when the music's on and the vibe is right. Do it when it's hard, when it's cold, when no one's clapping. Too many people get cozy living off the same old victories, celebrating yesterday's win over and over like it's still relevant. But the moment life changes, the moment they're out of their comfort zone, they freeze, they fold, they fall back. Don't be that person. Be the one who goes further, pushes harder, stays longer, chooses growth over comfort every time. Because as long as you're alive, there's still a chance to be greater. And when the noise quiets down and you're left alone with your thoughts, that's when the dream speaks. That's when you lift your head, dial into that inner voice, and you ask yourself, where do I want to go? 5 years from now, 10 years from now? Will you look back and be proud of what you built, or will you wish you'd started sooner? The choice is yours, but the time, that's now.
You want to know one of the fastest ways to figure out what you really want? Ask yourself, who am I jealous of? Forget inspiration for a second. Jealousy shows up quicker because jealousy is just desire with a block in front of it. You only get jealous of people who have something you deeply, genuinely want, but somewhere in your mind, you've convinced yourself you can't have it. That's where the pain hits. Not because they have it, but because you think you can't. But here's the truth. If you want something bad enough, I mean truly want it, you'll fight for it. You'll bleed for it. You'll give up time, comfort, even sleep for it. You'll wake up thinking about it, go to bed dreaming about it, and nothing will feel worth doing unless it moves you closer to that thing. You'll hustle, you'll sacrifice, you'll quiet every doubt, push through every setback, and keep going. Cold, tired, broke, beat up, because that goal is oxygen. And if you chase it with everything you've got, with grit, faith, resilience, strategy, and straight up stubbornness, if you refuse to let anything stop you, poverty, pain, fear, failure, even your own overthinking, then guess what? You'll get it. You know how I know? Because the only thing that matters when you can't breathe is getting air. That's the level of obsession it takes. And here's the hard truth. Most people say they want to be successful, but they don't want it that bad. They just kind of want it. They want success, but not more than they want to stay out late. Not more than they want to be liked. Not more than they want to sleep in. Some of y'all love sleep more than you love success. But if you really want to make it, if you really want to level up, you've got to be willing to give up sleep. Give up comfort. Give up fitting in, because the clock is ticking. The hour is now. And guess what? I'm not waiting for permission. I'm your replacement. I'm coming for every room you locked me out of. Every table you said I didn't belong at. Every title you thought I'd never hold. And when I walk in, I'm not just showing up. I'm taking over. You can't listen to the people who doubt you, because trust me, there will be plenty. I went from office to office, studio execs, agents, managers, and they all told me the same thing. You're not the one. You know what I said? I don't give a damn, because I believe in what I can do. I see the leading role for myself. Not just on screen, but in life. And nothing, no rejection, no setback, no opinion can change that.